Kier and Dev, the hilarious duo that are known for their manhunt videos. They've gained a lot of popularity in the last year, and at the time of this recording, they are approaching 1 million subscribers, and that is a milestone that not a lot of people are able to reach. But what comes with a duo channel comes with a question. Who is better? And today, I'll be answering that question. Now before I get into it, here's a little disclaimer. This video is my opinion, and is not made to praise or hurt one for being better or worse. At the end of the day, it's still the Kier and Dev we know and love, and with that out of the way, let's begin. Let's start with who is more popular. I went to Kier and Dev's official Discord server and took a look in the roles channel. Here, you can choose if you want the Kier role or the Dev role. And from what I can see, people seem to want the Dev role a lot more than they want the Kier role. And this will only help me extremely slightly on determining my verdict on who is better, but I will use whatever information I can to help me with my verdict. Next, I went over to Kier and Dev's separate Twitters. Here I can see that Kier actually has more followers than Dev by about 200. And to go along with this, I also went to Kier and Dev's separate Twitch channels, and Kier once again had more followers than Dev by about 500. And now I would like to share my opinion on who I personally like better. Now, I have a bit of bias towards Dev due to me actually being on a call with him during one of Boosfer's streams like a year and a half ago. I'm still sorry about that, Boosfer. I should have made sure you were okay with it before agreeing. But anyways, with that bias out of the way, here's my opinion. Now, I'm going to keep this part short, but I personally would rather watch Dev's gameplay over Kier's. That being said, a video without Kier in it would just lose its spark. So in short, I think Dev's gameplay is better than Kier's, but Kier's presence is better than Dev's. Does that make any sense? Now with the popularity portion out of the way, let's take a look at skill. For this, I watched every single Kier and Dev manhunt. Yeah, I really spent the hours watching every single one. And I was looking for just how many wins Kier and Dev got. Now there are a few manhunts in which I need to go over in particular. Their first ever manhunt will not be counted since neither player won. Minecraft Speedrunner vs 4 Hunters, the Hunter's Perspective, will not be counted as a win for either of them. Minecraft Speedrunner Tag will also not be counted. And finally, Minecraft Speedrunner vs 4 Hunters, but one is an imposter finale, geez that's a mouthful, will be counted as a win for Dev, since the comments decided that because Dev killed the dragon, he won. And with that out of the way, here is the manhunt win ratio. Kier has won 34 manhunts at the time of this recording. Dev has won 57 at the time of this recording. That's a lot of manhunts, what the hell? I was also gonna make a death counter for each of them, but I only thought about that while I was watching the duels manhunt, and I really didn't feel like watching every manhunt again. L to me, I guess. But this win ratio is crucial in determining who is better. Now I want to talk more in depth about a specific manhunt. That being Minecraft Manhunt, but if you lose a duel, you lose a heart. And I just want to go over just how many wins Kier and Dev got here as well. Kier won the following duels: Parkour, Redstone, Bridging, and Dropper. While Dev won PvP, Clutching, Elytra Race, Bow PvP, Building, Crafting, Trivia, and TNT Run. And you might be thinking, well, Dev won so much more. That must mean Dev is clearly better. Wrong. I am now going to determine which of these skills is actually relevant in the content they create, being mainly manhunts. Let's first take a look at parkour. This is an aspect of Minecraft just in general that is way more important than people think it is. It's crucial in getting a good speedrunning time, and in the case of manhunts, it's very important when running away from your hunters or chasing them down. Next, let's look at PvP and Bow PvP. This is also crucial in manhunts. PvP, in my opinion, is the second most important aspect, the first being parkour and movement. Then there's clutching. This is another really important skill when you're caught off guard or need to escape from your hunters. And while we're at it, let's also throw Dropper in here. Dropper isn't as important as clutching itself, but it falls under the same category in my book. Next up is Redstone. Now this is a bit of a mix between important and not important. Redstone can be very handy when making contraptions to kill or slow down the hunters, or even escaping from them. I don't see it used very much, but I believe Redstone is pretty important in manhunts as well. Moving on to Elytra Race. Some people may think that this is also not relevant at all in manhunts. Wrong again. The Elytra Race is a test of reaction and movement, and for that reason, it is 100% relevant. Now we move on to crafting. This isn't as crucial as any of the previous duels, but is a really useful skill to have. Next up is building. This has no relevance in manhunts in the slightest. Why am I going over this? And now we have trivia. This is different from game sense, which is an important skill, and because of that, trivia also has no relevance. And finally, we have TNT run. This is a test of strategy and movement, which are two crucial aspects of manhunt. Therefore, it is important. And with the analysis of these duels done, let's determine how many wins Kier and Dev got in the relevant duels. Kier won 4 relevant duels, which is actually every single duel that Kier won, while Dev on the other hand won 5 important duels. This still puts Dev on top, but by a much less lead. Now there is one last video I want to look at, and it's a Boosfer's video titled Who is Smarter, Kier or Dev? This has nothing to do with my final verdict, but I thought it'd be fun to see who won. It was Kier. And with all that information and analysis out of the way, it's time to answer the question. Who is better, Kier or Dev? This is a very difficult question to answer. While Kier is more popular than Dev, Dev is more skilled than Kier. I spent so long thinking about this, and after hours of smashing my head on the wall, I came to a conclusion. In my opinion, Kier is better than Dev. Even though Dev may be better at Minecraft, Kier's popularity, charm, and the fact that he only won one less important duel than Dev during the duels manhunt really helped me decide who is better. Now you might be thinking that the duels manhunt means nothing here, since Dev has won 23 more manhunts than Kier at the time of this recording. And to that I say, you are once again wrong. We need to take into account that Kier and Dev were both a lot worse in the older manhunts, and I have seen just how much each of them improved. We also need to take into account how one-sided some of the twists are, and that goes for both Kier and Dev. There's many other reasons as to why I lean more towards Kier. It would take an hour to discuss every little thing, so I'm gonna not do that. Maybe my opinion would change if I had made the death counters, but that's a thing for another day. Maybe. Let me know who you think is better in the comments, and if Kier and Dev are watching, hello. It's time that I head out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.